Sorry. I had to do something silly to get me through this one. Which, if there are fans of these Hellraiser sequels, I apologize. Nothing wrong with you liking these films. It's all good. That's fine. There's no way I can take that away from you. But you probably will not like what I want to say with 5 or 6 or this one or the next one. Especially the one after, part 9. But if you like Hellraiser 7 Deader, I would suggest not watching it because you will be pissed. And I don't mean to piss you off, but just my opinion. My opinion. And to start this off is I will read something on Wikipedia, not Wikipedia, IMDb, about Hellraiser Deader, which this film, Deader, which, that's a dumb name, Hellraiser Deader. How can you be deader? You're either dead, alive, or a zombie. No, deader. We're deaders. We're deaders. Yeah, Hellraiser Deader. That's such a stupid fucking deader. Really? Nothing better than Deader? How about Hellraiser Forever? Hellraiser, Unforgiven. Hellraiser Legacy. Hellraiser... There's gotta be something better than Deader. But that and the 8th one, Hellraiser Hellworld, was actually filmed back to back. And weirdly enough, these two had the same problems. Now, I'm going to read something about Hellraiser Deader. The original script by Neil Marshall Stevens had nothing to do with the Hellraiser mythos. When it was decided that this would be a Hellraiser sequel, Tim Day drastically rewrote the script, including an almost entirely new third act and plot, and making the character of Winter, the human bad guy in the film, a descendant of the toy maker Le Marchand from, I guess, Part 4. Once again, that's the problem with these sequels after Part 4. Part 4 wasn't that great either. But the ones after, they don't seem like Hellraiser movies. It's like we have a script laying around, no one wants to do it, but if we put Hellraiser in it for about 5 minutes, then they'll make the movie. It really is. It really is. And this Hellraiser 7 Deader stars an actress that I like, Carrie, I can never pronounce her name, Carrie Wooer. W-H-R-E-R. Wooer, Carrie. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but I know she's been in a few films like Anaconda and stuff like that, but I like her okay. She's definitely good looking, beautiful. She's a reporter. She just got done doing this paper on crack whores. How to be a crack whore, whatever. And sees this video on this group called Deaders. Now it's this underground suicide cult who they'll kill themselves and then they'll get brought back to life by this guy named Winter, played by this actor Paul Reese. So she goes to Romania, because it has to take place in Romania, to film it in there so it's cheaper. Goes to the apartment of one of the girls in it, and finds out the girl's dead. Looks like suicide, her eyes are white. What's funny is, this is an investigative reporter, so you think she's smart. Looks at her, decides to touch all her shit. So I'm like, well, I don't know how it is in Romania, but hopefully they don't have a CSI in Romania. Because you just left your fingerprints throughout the whole fucking thing, and you did not tell... You left in a hurry, and you didn't tell the guy who let you in that, oh my god, there's a dead body, call the cops. So that's very suspicious. But, whatever. Touches all her shit. Fingerprints much? Finds this package by her body, says help us. And also finds the puzzle box. Now watches this tape. Now the way she gets into this is she's a reporter. Her and her boss get sent this videotape showing this happening. You know, someone shooting themselves in the head and being brought back to life, so they want to investigate the story. Well, the new tape she's found off this dead girl is the girl's basically asking for help and saying, don't open the box. So what does Terry do? She opens the box, even though the girl on the tape said no. So thus she gets chains on her face, pulled to the box, sees Pinhead for about 5 seconds, snaps out of it. Oh, ooh. She's basically told to get on the subway train where she meets this character named Joey. Who, let me see who this guy. Guy's name is Mark Warren. This guy did a pretty good job who played Joey. I thought he did a decent job. He's not in it too much. I guess he's done some TV work. He was the repairman in Wanted, so just not much of a role. This hasn't done too much, but I didn't mind this guy who played Joey. Mark Warren. Thought he did fine. Basically get some info from him. Gets off the subway train, thinks this guy, the winner guy, jumped in front of the subway, screams. And it looks silly when he jumps and you see a little bit of his body bounce. Obviously, of course, CGI just looked really silly. She screams, like, there's no one here. And they take her in. She gets arrested. Her boss gets her out. She finds the place where the cult's at. Goes through these very thin walls. And seems like a guy was about to stab her. And then she freaks out. And then he's gone. She keeps going. And finds the cult and the leader. And basically you find a little bit about her childhood, that she was abused as a kid and stuff like that. And, next thing she knows, she wakes up with a knife in her back, and she doesn't know what the hell's going on. She gets a visit from Pinhead, talking about how these debtors are stepping into his domain, about how they're going in, and they're coming back alive, and he doesn't like that. She's freaked out, she has a knife in her back, she doesn't know what the fuck to do. She goes back to that guy Joey on the train, talks a little bit, turns around, then all of a sudden everybody in the subway train's dead with chains and stuff. Granted, some good makeup effects, but that's not saying much. Then she's in the hospital, and she gets taught by that dead girl that she saw before, with she got the tape from. Basically, the whole deal is the cult leader needs a specific someone to solve this puzzle box, to join them and solve this puzzle box, so that they'll, I guess, get big power. And she's the chosen one, and she wakes up in the same spot we saw like 15-20 minutes ago. So the last 15-20 minutes has basically been in her head. She wakes up, they try to get her to kill herself. She goes no and throws the puzzle box. Pinhead comes up, kills the winner guy by chains once again. Kills the other debtors by just throwing like 2 chains, one through a bunch of guys here, one through a bunch of guys there. They want Carrie, and the only thing she can do is kill herself so that neither one of them gets her soul. And then for some reason, the puzzle box that was thrown goes into a fucking explosion that just leveled the building. I have no idea why the fuck there was an explosion. I really don't know. But basically, Carrie's dead. The bots had survived, though. And it's pretty much that's the end of the movie. I mean, there's really nothing to this film. If people like it, I would like to know why. I'm not saying you're wrong. I would like to know why. It really, really, really does feel like it was another script. Not really an interesting one, too. Okay, they kill themselves and get brought back to life. Okay. So they're a bunch of dumbasses then. Kind of like one step forward from Flatliners, I guess. I haven't seen Flatliners in a long time, but that has more going for it than this. Other than Carrie Wooer as Amy Klein, Maybe the Mark Warren guy who played Joy in like the 1 or 2 scenes. None of the cast have anything going for this. It looks like it was cheaply made. Not much happens. It's boring. It's a very boring movie. It gets confusing at times as to, like, she wakes up with a knife in her back, but I guess this is all in her head, and I never really understood what the hell Winter's plan was. Like, join us and solve the bots, and then what? Like, maybe they said it, but I didn't fucking get it. I didn't really care. Maybe that was it, too. Maybe they did perfectly say it, and I didn't give a fuck. It didn't get me involved. Pinhead really felt like he was just thrown in for nothing. The title sucks. Hellraiser Deader. It's a lame ass movie. Very boring. Not really that much makeup effects to run home about anyway either. You know, and you barely see any Cenobites at all. You see Pinhead maybe 2 times before, the ending. It's just a lame, boring, unnecessary, mediocre, not even mediocre, it's shitty. Shitty, lame, boring ass. The rest of the actors you don't give a fuck about. The story is, is a whatever the fuck you ever story. I'm watching, I'm like, whatever the fuck you ever, just do something. Whatever the fuck, just do something. That's the whole fucking thing. It's a boring ass movie. I just told you the whole thing. Does that sound interesting? I don't think so. If you like it, that's cool though. I mean, I don't. This is a shitty, lame sequel. Once again by Rick Bota, who did Hellseeker, which was a piece of shit. And then the one after is Hellworld. But yeah, this movie sucks, and it blows, and it does both. Hellraiser Deader. I'm fucking dead watching this movie. It sucks. It's plain and simple. So thanks for watching, and take care. Later. Shit.